Hey everyone! We're going to be doing I guess a get ready with me today. I got a few new things from Ulta the last time that I was out. And we're going to take a look at some of that. We're going to take a look at what I got. And then I'll kind of cut into where I've already got my eye base on and everything. And we'll start an eyeshadow look. But I ended up I like the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I think it's probably just a little too dark for me, so I went ahead and got the lighter version, the Hoola Light. So I'm going to try that on my skin and see if it looks a little better. It kind of, the regular Hoola is starting to look just a little bit, I guess, patchier, kind of, it looks more like dirt, and I think it's just because of my skin tone. But I also got, I had never gotten I've never used any of BH Cosmetics makeup or anything. Like, I've seen Robert Welsh use them on his videos a lot. But I got the Smitten in Switzerland eyeshadow palette from them. Try to get the glare off of it. And it actually looks like a really pretty palette. I'm going to give it a try. This is what I'm going to be using today. Like, I'm kind of looking at those greens a little bit, but I may switch to something else once I get started in it. But overall, it looks like a really pretty palette. Okay, and I got a couple of things from Colourpop, or I guess 3 things, honestly. I got a Lippie pencil in the shade I Love This. We're going to open up the packaging here, and this is a shade. This is actually not a shade I would normally get, but I'm trying to branch out in shades a little more because I always buy the same ones. But I tried to get a matching lip pencil and lipstick combo, I guess, and I got the I Love This shade in the Lippie stick. So that's pretty. I guess I'd move it up that way to get it to come out, but yeah, it's basically the same shade, but that was the plan. And the Colourpop displays in Ulta are pretty much empty, but I kind of expected that because Colourpop's website is pretty much sold out of everything. So, but I got the Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Dreamaholic. And it's got like this purple white duochrome shift to it. Well, I'm not going to be using all these lip products in this video probably, but I've also been wanting to support more black-owned brands, and I really like Beauty Bakery, but like, I love the packaging, like how everything basically looks like it's in a bakery, or like the baking powder looks like a bag of flour and all that. I love it. But their actual products, it doesn't really suit anything that I'm really into. But I did find some lip products from them that I thought were cute. This is the Mini Soft Matte Lipstick in Iced Raspberries. And once again, the packaging is adorable. And this is the little component. And that's the lip shade. Like, it's just absolutely precious. And I hope they come out with a lot more things, and maybe I'll find something else that I'm into. But it's hard for me to buy stuff when I know I'm not going to use it. So I want to make sure that, even though I want to support the black-owned brands, I want to make sure it's something that I'm going to use too. I don't want to just buy something and let it sit there, because I can't afford to do that. Okay, and I think that's everything that I got. I'm going to go ahead and cut, and then whenever I come back, I'll already have my eye base on, and then we'll start doing the eye look. So I'll be back in a minute. Bye. We're back, and make sure I've got my eye base blended real well. And it looks sufficient, I guess. Alright. And we are going to take that crease brush again. Make sure I got all the powder off of it from the last shade. And instead of going in with that slope shade, I'm going to go in with fondue right next to it. And I'm going to go in my crease and a little bit above my crease with it. And then we're going to blend it out. Just realized I left my eye base open here. Alright. And then we're going to do the same on the other eye. That looks like it'd be a good shade for a no makeup look. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with that Luxie 209 large shader brush that I used before. And I'm going to go in with the shade, I don't speak this language, so don't come after me when I mispronounce this, Lucerne. It sounds like it would be good. I don't know if that's right, but I tried. And I think I deserve points for trying. And we're going to go around the same area that we did that crease shade, except we're not going to go as high with it. Like, you still won't be able to see the crease shade because when I blend it or blend out this shade, it's gonna overpower the crease shade. But we're not placing it as high as we did the crease. And we're gonna blend it out. And I like to get the area around the crease blended before I start messing with rest of the eyelid, just so I know for sure that that got all the attention it needed before I move on, and try to do it all at once or something like that. Because I will try to do everything at the same time. Okay, and we're going to go over and do the same thing on the other eye. And you notice how much that goes up whenever you're blending it. You don't need to place your eyeshadow as high as you want it to go. You can place it a little bit below, and then when you blend it, it'll reach up that high. You don't have to place it right up there. Which, I mean, I guess you can. But it's still going to blend a lot higher than what you originally thought it was going to. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and place that shade on the rest of my eyelid. And just cover the whole lid there. And I did want to mention, I did go ahead and cancel my Ipsy. I canceled the Ipsy Glam Bag and the Glam Bag Plus, and I signed up for BoxyCharm. Well, I figured because I had signed up for BoxyCharm so late in the month that I wasn't going to get one this month, and then I would get it next month just because of how late it was. That's what I was expecting. And I just got an email notification from BoxyCharm saying that my box is ready and they're shipping it. So I didn't realize I was going to get one for October. So apparently I am. So I'll be able to do a BoxyCharm unboxing whenever I get it. But just a heads up, that's what's going to happen. I actually didn't think it was going to happen that way, so I wasn't really prepared for that. But we'll take what we can get. Okay, and I'm going to go in with that darker shade now, the Yodel. I accidentally stuck my finger in it. That Yodel shade. And I'm going to use it for darkening the outside corner and a little bit on the inside corner. And maybe I won't mess it up like I did with the black. Okay, and let's see. Take our Wet n Wild blending brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. Hopefully not across the whole darn eye like I did a second ago. And the darker colors do seem to be just a tad more difficult to work with, but they're not impossible. You just have to put a little more into it than you would the other colors. And with the black, just use very little of it because it takes over apparently. Which in high school I wouldn't have had a problem with that. But I'm not really into that look anymore. Not for me anyway. On others, I mean, y'all rock it. And we're gonna do the same thing in this inner corner area. And this is just gonna give the look a little more definition. And I kind of connected the outside and the inner the outside and the inner corner just in the crease area. And I'm blending it out some just to kind of connect the two a little bit, which you won't be able to tell that much. Okay. And then we're going to do the same with the other eye. Just that very outside area. And if you look at the color wheel, these kind of berry shades like this, if you've got blue eyes like me, it's going to really make them pop. Like they're going to look super blue. Like if you want to know what eye color or what eyeshadow shades are going to complement your eyes more, if you look at the color wheel, it's going to be the color on the very opposite end of your eye color. And that's what's going to complement your eyes the most. now, and I always kind of put a little bit of eye base in the middle of my eyelid where I'm going to put like the shimmery shade, just to make that shimmer pop a little bit. Like, it may be okay on its own anyway, but this will make it pop a little more no matter what. Okay. And I'm gonna, well, I guess I better go ahead and do the other eye too. That way it'll make it a little quicker. All right, and then I'm going to go in with my finger on this shade Zurich. That sounded really good, but I don't think that was right. But that's what this is. That's what we're using right here. I tried. Once again, don't come for me. And that's a really, it's a good shimmer, but it's subtle. Which is actually pretty good for this look. So I'm not mad at it. I just expected it to be a little more, but for this look, it's good. So if you're expecting like a bright shimmery color, that's not what you're going to get with this one, but it's still very pretty. Okay, and I'm just going to take that Wet n Wild brush and just kind of blend in the edges into that darker color that we used, so that we don't have like a harsh line or anything. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Like so. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of bring back a little more of that blue cream color here with a blending brush, and just kind of go a little bit over the top, just to bring that color back a little bit, because she's gone. She left the building. Okay. Okay. And that looks pretty good. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup, and then I'll come back and we'll do the bottom part of the eye and then finish up the look, and I'll put some of the lipstick on that I got, and we'll see what it looks like with the look. But we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. And I accidentally put the eyeshadow palette up, even though I need it. Okay, we're going to go back in. We're basically going to do the same thing that we did up on our eyelid as we're going to do on the lower lash line. But we're going to use different brushes. So I'm going to go in with this 6 short shading brush by Farrah. And I'm going to go in with this Lucreen shade again. Just get very little on it. You don't have to be real precise, but you don't want to go too far down your eyelid. Like this is just going to be the blended color pretty much, the highlighted color around the outside part of the lash line. The darker color is actually going to go on top of this, but you still don't want it to go too far down, which I tend to have a problem with. I'm like, bring it all the way down to my lips for some reason, and I don't know why I do that. It's just who I am, I guess. Okay. And then you're going to do the same over here on this side. It looks like this is going to be one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of things, because I did bring it down pretty far. But we'll see what it looks like here in a minute. That may have been perfect. I don't know. Let's see here. Where is my... There it is. And then we're going to take this... Ooh, nose itches. And this eye shader brush by Bogachis? I don't know. I don't know what brand this is. And we're going to use that Yodel shade. We're just going to put just enough to cover the very tip of the brush. Like so. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then we're just going to go right into the lash line. Now this one you're going to want to be pretty exact with. You're going to stay pretty much in that lash line. Okay. And then you're going to do the same over here. Stay in the lash line. And my eyes are starting to water, which is really weird because my eyes don't really water. My eyes are too dry for that. I don't know if it's this eyeshadow, but if it is, it may have just found the cure for what I have. Okay. You're kind of going to use this shade to or this brush after you've gotten most of the product off, just to kind of blend it out. It's going to go just a little below that lash line when you're done. And then you're going to take that brush that you used before for the shade that you put down before that, and you're going to kind of blend them together. You're going to go back in with that lighter shade, that lucrine shade, and kind of buff out the edge. Of that other shade. You're going to do the same on the other side. Just kind of buff it out. Okay. And for that inner corner, oh, my nose itches really bad. For the inner corner, we're going to go in with this Pencil Me In by MOTD. And we're going to go in with this, which shade do I want to use? Because it was a berry shade, I guess we'll use this Alps, or a berry colored look. We'll use this shade Alps. We're just kind of going to go in with it right in the inner corner. And that's actually a really pretty shade. Okay, and we're going to do the same up here for our brow bone. And this is that same shade that we used for the inner corner. Alright, and when I come back, I'll have my mascara on and we'll decide what lip we want to do for this look. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I've decided to go ahead and try the Colourpop lip pencil and I guess lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Now I always start in the outside corner. And this goes on really smoothly. I'm pretty impressed with how smooth that goes on. that is a bright lip color, and once again, not normally a shade I would go for, and definitely wouldn't go for with this look. But I mean, for a mattifying lipstick, it doesn't feel that bad. I'll go ahead and try this lip gloss over it. It's an odd applicator, but okay. Okay, I'll wipe the applicator off because I don't really want to change the color of the lip gloss, because that lipstick did come off onto the applicator. Okay. I'm not a fan of the applicator for this lip gloss. This is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip. I would have actually rather have had like a dofa or whatever on it. But it did seem to kind of lighten up the shade a little bit. Like, this is absolutely not the right lipstick for this look. But overall, I'm not angry at it. And it does seem to be getting in my teeth, so there's that. So that's something you're going to have to look out for. Yeah, it is definitely in the teeth. So that's something to look out for. But anyway, this is the finished look. Tell me what you think. Tell me what other products you might have gotten, like in your boxes, or that you went out and bought, or anything like that. And tell me what, or anything you want me to really review. I may not be able to go out and buy it right now, but eventually I might be able to review it. So I guess I'll see y'all next time. I guess next video will probably be when I get my BoxyCharm and we'll do an unboxing. So I'll see y'all then. Bye.